Welcome back, friends. You know, many people think of financial planning as just managing investments, but it's more than that. Doing it correctly can actually help families live better lives. Let's find out how. Join me now with more is certified financial planner Thomas Meyer from Meyer Financial Group. Good to see you, my brother.
Thank you, Malik. Glad to be back in a different capacity.
Yes, in a different
Absolutely.
capacity, because they do a lot of work in the community, which I think is so great. But you're also helping out people financially, which I feel like is so important right now. What do you tell clients, people who are trying to live successfully right now when it comes to finances? Because we're in some uncertainty.
Yeah, so you know what I tell people? Uncertainty is normal.
Okay.
It's not unusual. And every generation of investors have gone through something that they think is unprecedented. And what happens a lot of times is people will use today's headlines to try to make decisions for the future.
Right.
And that's where the biggest mistakes are made. So what we try to do is help clients who are either nearing retirement or in retirement, maybe a family that has accumulated wealth, to make the best decisions that they can for themselves moving forward.
It's so true. And when it comes to a good financial plan, right, what does that look like? Of course, having enough money, but what else?
Yeah, so you want to make sure there's a couple of components that really just provide you with the foundation. So the first foundation is having a cash reserve. Well, we want to make sure that if an emergency or an opportunity comes up, that you don't have to either use a credit card or maybe invade your retirement account as a result of that. Having a good cash reserve prevents you from being able to do that. And then we start to look at investments. And I think what gets lost a lot of time is really truly sitting down and understanding what makes sense to a client. So their risk tolerance, their time frame, those are the most important things that we talk about.
And these are all things we need to think about. But look, as you know, as a financial planner yourself, the words can mean different things to different people. Like, for example, we all want our money to make money. You know what I'm saying? Meaning we should invest. But we don't know where to start. But that's where a financial planner can come in and help. What should we be looking for when we're trying to figure out who?
So I think what's important, and I think what I'm most proud of, is that when clients work with us, they work with a team. A lot of times, you may just have one person that's a point person. At Meyer Financial Group, what we do is we have many financial advisors that have designations such as CFP, APMA, BFA, but we also have a CPA who works with us on our financial plans, and then a team that surrounds to make sure that if clients have any needs, they're addressed in a timely manner. So when you're looking for a financial advisor, obviously you'd want experience, but you also want somebody who doesn't just look at the numbers, who really tries to understand what the big picture is for a client.
And who looks out for the entire family, because a lot of times people may think, oh, I'm just looking out for myself. But look, you may have an inheritance. I don't. I'm working every day. You know what I'm saying? But some people have different situations, and you all can help out with that. And even though you all are based out of Thibodeau, you can help anybody around Louisiana and beyond.
Yes, that is correct. So we've been blessed. So we have clients throughout the state of Louisiana, but we also have clients all over the country. And just recently, we acquired a client from Arizona.
Wow.
Yeah, and so it's really just, clients today are more mobile. People retire somewhere else. So they may be from Louisiana, or they have roots in Louisiana, but now they're in Florida, or they're in Alabama or Mississippi. We want to be able to continue to work with them beyond retirement.
Which is so great, because, look, life does continue after retirement. And if you've planned correctly, hopefully you're living a great retirement. But like I mentioned when we first got started, you do so much work in the community through so many different avenues. Tell us a little bit more about that foundation you have, which I'm a fan of, and that festival you're a part of.
Exactly. Well, so when you have a community that supports us the way that we do, we feel like you have an obligation to give back. And so when you talk about what we do from a community standpoint, it is actually part of who we are at Meyer Financial Group, whether it's sponsoring organizations and events, volunteering, or the work that we do through the Ben Meyer Foundation and Acadia Music Fest. And so the Ben Meyer Foundation obviously is very personal for me.
Tell everybody.
It is a way for us to remember my little brother who passed away. And so the work that we do gives back to the community. And I think really, if you think about it, when you have blessings such as you do, if you hoard those, and you don't give back, there's really, a sense of disappointment. And so at Meyer Financial Group, I'm blessed that everybody feels the same way I do.
And that's what I like so much about what you all do when it comes to giving back to the community, right? You're obviously making sure people have a great time, right? Acadia Music Fest is one of you all's big things that you all do. But through that foundation in honor of your brother, you're helping people out in a different way, but that's also still so impactful.
Yeah, it is. And so just for example, in our last year, our beneficiary for Acadia Music Fest, and this year is the Camille A. Morvan Child Advocacy Center of Lafourche. It's an organization that the community needs, the children need. And they lost funding last year, and they're a nonprofit. So we were able to step in and provide some funding for them to keep them moving forward. And then we took an active role in there. My son actually joined the board. So that's the kind of things that make you proud.
It's so true, and you all are making us proud. Thibodeau's own doing their thing. Thank you so much for being here. Congratulations on everything. And look, everybody, if you all would like more information about their services, you can contact this fabulous gentleman right here at Meyer Financial Group by visiting the website on your screen or give them a call at 985-446-1159. All right, we'll be right back.